What up, everybody? Man-Child. And I'm here on Season 2, Episode 1 of Cooking with Kenny. Now, Season 1 was on point with 27 episodes, and they're all thanks to Mary McGee Pasternak, Better Health Preacher at Fredericksburg. She came up with the idea, and I was the dummy behind it. But I'm here tonight with Season Plato, who's a member of the church, a health coach. What else are you? Mom, a dental hygienist, all that nonsense. Yeah. But we're here, and we're going to talk about a healthy New Year's recipe, and we're going to talk a little bit about her job, which is not as cool as farming, and she can tell you all about the healthy nonsense, and in 2 weeks, I will fry a bunch of stuff up and give you a little heart attack action. So, let's get started.
All right, so I'm going to start you off with a healthy recipe for the new year, because this is the time when everybody's thinking about health and making some changes. So tonight we are going to make a healthier version, lighter version of the Olive Garden zuppa Toscana. So this is going to be a light version. It's still going to be hearty. I love soups and stews in the winter, and it's super easy to make. Not a ton of ingredients. So let's get started.
All right, we'll get started.
All right. So ingredients for this recipe, I'm using some chicken stock. I like to use low sodium to cut down on the salt. We have some chicken sausage that I got from Publix that's not in the links, but just ready to fry up. Have some turkey bacon. Again, you can use pork sausage, pork bacon, whatever you want, but this is a lighter version. We have a little bit of garlic to mince. We have some scallions. We have some cauliflower crumbles. That's what's going to kind of add some bulk to the soup, even though it's going to be lighter. Some salt and pepper, and we're going to make it creamy with some plain Greek yogurt. So that is everything. Oh, and the last ingredient is some fresh kale that I already have washed here that we're going to throw in for some extra greens. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so first we're going to fry up about 4 to 5 pieces of the turkey bacon. So we're going to fry that up first, and then we're going to set that aside while we do fry up the chicken sausage.
All right, so while that's frying, tell me about your business.
So I am a certified health and wellness coach. I work with people to help them create a healthy lifestyle and healthy habits that are sustainable for life. So you don't want to change things and do something that you're only going to do temporarily, because most people, that's a diet. And then we go back to the habits that we had before. But if you can create habits that you can keep doing that are lifelong and are more sustainable, you can have more sustainable results. So for me, I changed my habits and worked on my health 8 years ago. And I have been coaching for the last 6 years because I love it so much, and I want to pay it forward and help as many people as possible find the same freedom in their health that I found. And 8 years later, I'm still living healthy. So,
really?
Yeah, so that's a testament to creating habits as opposed to making short-term changes and focusing on what you want to get rid of instead of what you want to gain. So.
Well, I don't want to gain anything or get rid of anything. I'm happy with my life.
You want to gain health. That's what you want to gain.
I'm fat and happy, and I enjoy it. So what about exercise?
So exercise is definitely a healthy habit that you want to incorporate, but it's not the only one. So
do you exercise every day on your coach plan?
I personally exercise 5 to 6 days a week, but that doesn't mean exercise like in the gym, strenuous, hardcore workouts. That means I'm moving my body every day. So we really
I move my body every day. It's called farming.
So you get lots of healthy movement with farming, right? So it could just be a walk with the dogs, but moving your body 30 minutes every day is a great healthy habit. It doesn't have to be a class or, you know, hardcore lifting, things like that, but it has to be something you enjoy or you won't do it.
Yeah, true that. I enjoy farming.
Okay, and so we're going to let that sit while that is cooling off so we can chop it up. We're going to go ahead and do our turkey or chicken sausage. This one's chicken sausage. Sometimes I use turkey just depending on what they have at the store.
All right, so we got the bacon done and the sausage is almost done.
Okay, so if you have any grease, you can drain that, but this is chicken sausage, so there's really not any grease in here. So what I'm going to do now is add in, we're going to chop up some scallions really quickly here. so I'm going to throw these guys in probably about a half a cup or so. Soften up a little bit. I'm going to put some fresh garlic in there. You could also just do some like minced garlic from the jar if you want, but I do love me some fresh garlic. There we go.
You know what drives me crazy? When the recipe goes, 1 clove of garlic. Who really uses 1 clove?
Oh no, the more garlic, the better. Lots.
At least 2, depending on
Remember,
what
we
it is.
want lots of flavor. We don't want it to be bland. So.
That's why you let your skillet get hot season on your bacon.
Well, there you go.
More color, more flavor. Gordon Ramsay taught me that in his book.
Okay, so I did 4 cloves of garlic. I mean, you could do...
That's 3.
I put 2 in that one because they were small.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I wanted to prove to everybody I can count.
You did. I did press it 3 times, but I did use 4 cloves. All right, so we're really just going to let that get kind of soft. In the meantime, I'm going to put my chicken stock in the pot. So I'll come around this way. And I do 2 containers of this, or you can do 3 depending on how many veggies you put in there. Sometimes I like to put a lot of kale, sometimes I'll put a little bit more liquid in there.
All right, Jillian, we don't need that much kale.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jillian, anytime she comes to my house, and she's like, I'll bring a kale salad. I'm like, seriously? Don't you cook anything else? I noticed you used a low sodium, so
yes.
So do I.
You do?
I know, it's like one of my healthy habits.
Look at that. He's making a healthy choice. And he didn't even know it. So we have that ready to go. I'm going to turn that up a little bit so we can get that going. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the cauliflower in because I'm using fresh cauliflower. You can use frozen and steam it first just to make it even quicker, but I like to put the fresh in. And I'm going to put that in. I just kind of crumbled it up. You can buy cauliflower crumbles. I don't like to use the rice cauliflower for this because I like it to be a little bit chunkier to just be a little bit more hearty. So I'm going to put that in the chicken broth. Okay, so I'm going to go and turn this off. I think this is done.
Yeah, I have to say.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to break up the turkey bacon, which we have here, the turkey bacon, the light version that Kenny doesn't eat. And I'm going to put that in with the sausage. I'm just going to kind of tear it apart. You can cut it in small pieces. Again, I like it to be nice and chunky and hearty. All right, so I'm going to turn this down now. We got our cauliflower getting soft in here.
That's a nice pot. Who made that thing? Ooh, that's a little hot.
I think it's from Costco.
Really?
Yes, it is from Costco, actually. Okay, so we have our cauliflower simmering in here. I turned it up a little bit to get it a little bit soft. Now we're gonna put our chicken sausage, the bacon, the green onions.
Yeah, they were not
and the
scallions.
garlic in here. Mix this all together. Okay. I love my cast iron pan. Use that all the time.
Yeah, it looks like an old one too.
It is an old one. Got it from my mother-in-law. So, okay, so we have all that added in. The next thing we're gonna do is add our kale because we want to just give that if we're gonna simmer it for about 10 minutes, so we want the kale to get nice and soft. So we're just gonna dump that in, and it's gonna kind of wilt down quickly. And you can do like.
There you go, Jillian.
You can do a couple cups. I like it, like I said, it's to be really hearty, so that's probably enough. So just stick that over there. And give it some nice color, nice and green. And then we're gonna also add in the plain Greek yogurt, and that's gonna make it nice and creamy.
How many cups you adding in, you think?
I usually do about 1 to 2 cups. The recipe says 1.5 cups, but I'm kind of one of those people that I kind of...
She eyeballs it is what that means.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put what's left in here, which is probably about 1.5 cups, maybe 2 cups.
Now, does it got to be the Chobani brand?
It does not.
I'm sure you've...
But you just want it to be plain. I mean, a lot of times I just buy the big container at Costco because I do use it a lot. Super healthy, quick lunch.
You know where I like to get a lot of protein from? Biscuits and gravy.
There is no protein in that.
There's a lot of sausage in it.
Okay, well, you didn't mention... Okay, yes.
How do you make gravy?
Full of fat.
Look, episode 6...
Or you make
Season
making
1,
gravy next
biscuits
time.
and gravy. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jennifer Honeycutt.
Yeah. Okay, and then the last thing we're gonna do while it simmers is just add some salt and pepper. I tend to really not add much salt because of the chicken sausage and the turkey bacon is already gonna have some salt in there, so you don't really need a lot of that. So I tend to just put some pepper in there and then do a little taste test and see if I need to add any salt. But that's really all we have.
So now we're simmering for 10 minutes?
Yeah, we simmer for about 10 minutes, let the kale get soft.
All right. Scared the dog.
You're scared.
Anyway,
that stick.
We simmered the kale salad soup for 10 minutes. Smells good, I'll tell you that right now. And Season's gonna plate it in a bowl.
Yes, I'm gonna put it in here. Lots of kale.
Yeah, lots of kale. Looks like Jillian's people.
There we go.
All right.
And it's ready to go.
And there you have it. Season's, what is it?
It's Zuppa Toscana.
So, we got our Zuppa Toscana. New Year's coming up. We want to stay healthy or lose some pounds from the holiday season because we all know we put on pounds. But if you want to know more about health coaching and all that nonsense, Season, how can they get in touch with you?
So you can follow me on Facebook or friend me or Instagram, and I share a lot of health tips there throughout the week, and I share this recipe is on there, as well as I have a whole photo album full of healthy recipes. We call them lean and green meals because they're loaded with lean protein and lots of veggies, and they're all the recipes that I share are actually compliant with the programs that we coach, even in weight loss. So again, you don't have to give up that flavor and those hearty meals to get healthy. So this is just an example of that. So, but I'm on Facebook, Instagram. You can email me, see me at church. Yeah.
And what's your business called?
My business is called Fit for All Seasons, Certified Health and Wellness Coaching. So.
All right, so fit for all season, but most importantly, we want to be fit for farming season. Folks, come see me at church, and I'll see you soon.